I've been coming to Oley since probably the late 80s, almost the very beginning. My daughter was diagnosed and went on TPN in 1985, and we came with a referral from UCLA shortly thereafter. The benefits of Oley are multifaceted. I started with a small child who'd never been away from me, and I learned resources and ways of coping. We did some socialization. She'd never been with other children that were on TPN or enteral nutrition until we came here. She got to socialize with them. Eventually we found the Paul Newman camps, the Hole in the Wall, the Painted Turtle, and she had her first experience away from home. We found resources of different types of insurance and coverage that you can get with disability, Make a Dream Foundation, Make a Wish Foundation, all these different resources. And in the very beginning, when it was really small, a nurse and I did the first little child care that was available, and it was probably for 5 children, including those that were on TPN or enteral nutrition, and some that were just siblings. And it evolved to, I think they have over 100 children at this conference. So, that's growth. There are not many other conferences like Oley, particularly for people that are on home TPN and enteral nutrition. Oley does have regional conferences, which we've attended sporadically over the years. And I'm one of the volunteers with Oley that's called an Oley Ambassador, and we do consumer-to-consumer outreach and advocacy. One of the biggest things Oley teaches you is how to be an advocate for yourself if you're the consumer, or how to be an advocate for your child. And that's a whole new ball game for people that are not in the medical field, and it's a really important every year they bring up new subjects and things that help us advocate for ourselves. For example, at this conference we had a physician who was speaking on new ways to open up veins. Because of listening to him, many of the consumers will go back to their physicians and advocate that this is a skill that needs to be learned, because opening up these veins for people with limited access, it's their lifeline. The format of the Oley Conference over the years has evolved a little bit. It is a little bit stretched out, but has to be, because the people who attend do not normally have the stamina to go like you would at a regular conference from 8 until 5 and have a break for dinner and then have another session at night. It helps to have the general meetings where you can listen to the sessions, and the real plus this year of it being video conferenced is absolutely outstanding, because there are people who would benefit who don't realize it. There are sessions that are available so you can speak one-on-one with people, and you have time to network and meet other people. There are times when you have small groups where you can meet and ask individual questions of doctors, pharmacists, nurses. And then there are the big group sessions, and then there's the social time. I watched an adult cry because they had never been someplace else where there was somebody else who didn't eat at all, couldn't even swallow a drop of water, and they meet somebody else who lives the same lifestyle they live, and suddenly they realize they're not alone. I really love the Oley Conference for anybody who's on parenteral or enteral nutrition. I think you will go and find things out that you didn't know before. The University of Kansas did a medical study about 5 years ago on quality of life and health issues for people that are on parenteral and enteral nutrition. And their discovery was the people who are involved with Oley have lower rates of depression, lower rates of sepsis, and better overall health than the people who don't. It's the energy that you pick up talking to other people, and you learn different tricks of the trade, and it's an immeasurable mental health benefit besides the physical health benefit of going to Oley.